Hi there, welcome back to John's Medicare Minute. So this week we are continuing on from last week and in our series talking about senior scams. And so what I want you to understand, last week we talked about the scams more closely related to the COVID-19 or coronavirus going on right now with everybody being locked down. We're going to continue talking a little bit about that. These are more generalized scams, but they seem to be a little bit more prevalent, or they could be more prevalent right now. So I just want to make you aware of them because knowledge is power. So we're going to dig in so that this one doesn't take too long. Now, if you missed the video last week, you can find it on my YouTube channel. Please make sure you subscribe. You can find it on my Facebook page, Bergman INS Group on Facebook, or you can click the little button that I'm going to pop up right here, which will allow you to go and check out that video also. So we're going to dig into this. The first one we're going to talk about is computer scams. You're watching me on a computer or a phone right now, so we're going to talk a little bit about computer scams. Now, the good news is that we have this wonderful thing called the internet, the World Wide Web, which allows us to actually stay in contact, stay in touch, and actually continue to do business, even though the world is shut down right now. Everybody's doing social distancing, everybody's having to stay apart from each other, and so we have this. The bad news is there's a lot more people using it who may not be very familiar with what's going on with computers, how computers work, and so they might be more susceptible when they get an email or a phone call from Microsoft or from somebody saying, hey, we've identified a problem on your computer, we can fix it for you, you just need to give us access. And therein lies the problem, because if you give them access to your computer and you do not know who they are, they can put malicious software on your computer, they can pull your personal data, personal information on your computer, or even lock it down completely so you can't access anything on it, pictures, documents, internet, anything, until you pay a fee. It's called ransomware, until you pay a fee to get out of it. Okay? So be very, very careful on clicking on any links or agreeing to anything if you don't know the person you're talking to. And if you're having concerns about your computer, if you're not sure if your internet is working right or if you have virus detection programs properly installed, let me know. I know some nationally recognized computer repair people that are really great people to work with. And just because they're nationally recognized doesn't mean they're going to cost you an arm and a leg to get your stuff fixed. So I can happily refer you to them. If you have questions about that, put it in the comments here or reach out to me directly and I'll be happy to connect you up with them. So the next one that I want to talk about are the work at home or the business opportunity scams. Well, we accept the fact that a lot of the people who are on Medicare are also on a fixed income. And a lot of time those people are still looking for work and they're still looking for ways to supplement their income. I have a client that I was just talking to last week who is regretfully having difficulty finding a job before the coronavirus shut everything down. And so we were looking into options to try to help her out. Well, you have to be very careful about these offers and these work-at-home scams and these things that show up online. One I saw recently, and I don't know if this is real or not, but I saw that Amazon is hiring like 30,000 people to work from home with full benefits. Well, okay, maybe. I'm not sure. You'd want to do due diligence before you actually looked into that. There's a lot of websites that you can find to find out if something's been fact-checked or not. But more importantly are the scams where people talk about doing business from home and they tell you, okay, yes, you can do this, but you need to pay so much up front. You need to buy this kit, you need to buy access into this, you need to register, and you need to spend your money before you can actually get started doing what you need to do. Now, it's one thing saying you have to go and get trained, but it's another thing saying that you have to pay so much money before you can do it. Now, I'm not saying that if you're involved in what's classically referred to as a multi-level marketing business, then that's bad. I'm not saying that. Okay, one of my best friends out there is a coach for multi-level marketing people to help them really succeed. And those are great and valuable businesses. You just got to be very careful about what you're getting into and what they're asking you for beforehand. All right, the next one is loans. All right. So what happens is that, hey, the economy's down, people are out of work, we're looking for ways to supplement. And so you might hear of a place offering you a loan or offering you a guaranteed line of credit or something like that. All you have to do is set up a bank account or give them access to your bank account so they can deposit money into it. Well, that's the problem is they either charge you an initial fee to do that, or you give them access to your bank account and now they're taking money out. Okay? So you never have to pay to qualify for a loan. To qualify. Another one, big one, is foreclosure. Now this is huge right now because people are worried about whether or not they're able to make their mortgage payments, especially if they've been out of work, or if as somebody who's on Medicare has been supplementing their income and now they don't have that supplement income and they still have a mortgage to pay. So for foreclosure rescue scams are a big deal. Those are a concern. Phony foreclosure rescue companies might contact you to promise to negotiate with your mortgage lender. Okay? You end up paying thousands of dollars, but it actually makes no impact with your lender because they never really talk to them. Okay? Or they might set up for an investor to buy your property and then lease it back to you until you can get back onto your feet. Okay? The investor takes your money, but they don't transfer the loan back, or they don't pay your old lender, and so you could lose your equity or you could lose your whole home. Okay? If you're concerned about that, I know there are government programs that can help you out with foreclosures and everything like that. So look into that before you try to contact somebody or respond to somebody who's contacted you directly. And the last one we're going to talk about is reverse mortgages, especially with our age group, Medicare eligible people. Reverse mortgages might be a very appealing thing. And there's nothing wrong with them as long as you're working with a bona fide lender who truly understands reverse mortgages and how to work with them. Because you can take the equity that you have in your home and turn it into cash. However, there are some unscrupulous people out there who try to pressure people into reverse mortgages that have extremely high fees. So you don't get as much value out of the reverse mortgage, or they tempt you to use the money from the reverse mortgage to buy something else, to invest, to buy something that may not necessarily benefit you right now. So those are some of the scams that I'm mostly concerned with going on right now. We had romance scams and everything back in February. Now we've talked a little bit about some of the scams here at the end of March and the beginning of April going on. We'll continue. There's regretfully a whole lot more scams out there to talk about. So thank you for sitting around with me. If you enjoyed this information, please like and share it. Please share it on Facebook. If there's going to be a button that's going to pop up here in just a minute that's going to have my where you can subscribe. It's going to be up here around in this corner, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel so you get all these videos when they come out. But the only way we can help people and protect people is by getting the information out to them, and since I can't do my seminars publicly anymore, I got to reach out to you directly. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. You can reach out to me. My information is going to be up on the screen here in just a second, and I will be happy to get back to you. Regretfully, the world is shut down, the economy is slowing down, we have to have social distances, but the one thing that's not changing is people still keep getting older. Okay, days keep coming, birthdays keep coming, and so there's still confusion and there's still frustration. So if you have questions about Medicare, if you have questions about how you're going to fit, whether or not you're actually going to be able to retire and go on Medicare now with all this economy stuff, please reach out to me and I'm more than happy to help you with all of that. Thanks a lot for your time, and you have a great day.